Hi, my name is Michael Hanshaw, and today I will be speaking with you on ethical public speaking. Has anyone in here ever said anything during a speech they wish they could take back, or anything that offended anyone? Right, as I've been studying in Chapter 5 of our class textbook, having ethics while speaking is essential in giving a person's words credibility. And this is especially important when you're speaking in front of strangers who, if you're walking up in front of them, they don't know who you are. That's what they're going to be judging you on. And there's 5 main parts. And the first is taking responsibility for your own words. The word ethics is derived from the Greek word ethos, and this deals with speaker credibility. You must respect your listeners' values, which are the enduring judgments and standards that we believe in, what's important to us. And there's 2 types of values. The instrumental values are socially desirable behavior, and there's also, such as courage, and there's also terminal values, which is a state of being, such as what gives us a comfortable life. Second step is to use your rights of free speech responsibly. Speech is guaranteed by the First Amendment of the Constitution from having unreasonable constraints on expression. And there are some exceptions to this. One is fighting words, where you're provoking violence. You can't tell somebody that you're going to, let's go burn down the building because we're mad at these people. Slander is defamatory speech that can be harmful to an individual, and or a speech that invades personal privacy, such as disclosing information that's supposed to be private record. Example of this is HIPAA, the Hospitalization Insurance Personal Privacy Act. And if you work in healthcare and you violate this, your career will be over. You can be sued. And also, reckless disregard for the truth must be shown to be held liable in the court of law. Lance Armstrong has been facing this recently. He made a bunch of comments about people who were criticizing him, and it ended up that these people were true. So now a lot of these people are taking him to court. Don't use conversation stoppers or speeches designed to degrade those with whom one disagrees, and follow the rules of engagement or standard conduct for communicating in a certain environment, which is truth, listening, responding civilly. Observe the third step of observing the ground rules of ethical public speaking. Speeches should include dignity and integrity. Dignity has more to do with how you treat your audience. Integrity has to do with how you use the speech in order to get your point across. Trustworthy speakers are honorable and dependable, and speakers demonstrate respect by addressing the audience members as unique human beings. There needs to be a connection between you and the individual people in the audience. And shouting out during a speech is known as the heckler's veto. An example of this was when Obama was giving his speech on why we should pass a healthcare law, and the congressman shouted out no. This here is Steve Jobs, and he's a perfect example of a speaker with high ethos. He sold products that have that are highly efficient and help our lives, and then when he gets up, he knows how to engage with his audience. You can even look at his way he's moving his hands and his body language. Things to avoid are stereotypes and hate speech. Stereotypes are generalizations about certain groups, and hate speech is a language that's can be offensive, such as the N-word, the F-word for gays, and demonstrating fairness by you must demonstrate fairness by making an effort to present both sides of the speech, and failing to do so is a sign of ethnocentrism. The fourth thing you must remember is avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is passing off one's work as your own. This can either be wholesale, which is copying word from word or verbatim, or patch write, which is copying the material and then you rearrange the words, but it still isn't really your information. One thing to do to avoid this is to use direct quotations when copying verbatim, and then paraphrasing when you're using somebody else's ideas. And then you don't have to cite common knowledge, such as saying that winters are cold in Ohio. Respecting the laws of copyright and fair use. Copyright is a legal protection afforded to creators of literary and artistic works. And this is good for the author's lifetime plus 50 years after. And copyright laws are designed to protect intellectual property. And the exception to this is fair use, such as an instructor copying something from a textbook and giving it for educational purposes. Same with research and news reporting. These are a couple of this is the copyright and the reserved logos that you often see on books and products, to know that you can't reproduce it without permission. And then this is my bibliography, and if you remember these 5 main points to ethical public speaking, that it'll help to greatly enhance your credibility, and your words could have the power to change and impact lives, which makes this very important. And I thank you for your time.